Live from the other side, Communion. Episode 3, Protective Custody.
Either what to do with it or not, because what's inside is obviously exceedingly dangerous in the wrong hands, because look what's been going on. And you guys don't see that. You think I'm just crazy, but that's what we're here to talk to you about, because look at me. I've come down, should have seen me. My buddy's like, you look like you just came off the ark. So I clean myself up a little bit, try to make myself presentable, and try to talk to you guys like a real human being for once, because most of the time I'm not in there. It's like my mom said, I heard her. I was upstairs in the bathroom. I could hear her talking to herself, which is alluding to that. We'll get some more of that later. I said, Mom. Sorry. She said, no son of mine in there, no son of mine in there. And I'll tell you something, she hadn't seen me in quite a few years. And she was right. At the same time, it was, in a sense, no son of hers in there. Because you weren't transparent as I had wanted to explain to you, unfortunately. Mr. Pitt, who is not going to be involved in this conversation for once, because it seems like Mr. Pitt either scares or freaks out, or somehow you guys do not quite understand what it means. And I'm not quite sure whether that shit your pants for yourself or someone else. Mr. Dipp's a scary guy, and Mr. Dipp's not me. I'm not Mr. Dip. So, again, getting back to where we're at. Do this from this direction as well. So I need to talk to you guys about some things that have happened. I tend to try to keep you abreast of changes, but I'm not like one that keep a blog or particularly keep you guys updated through social network, because I walked away from the world largely. In the sense of fuck off, yes. I mean, I knew there were people here that were going to say, well, I need you. I told them that when they needed me, I'd be back for them, but they didn't expect it to turn out like this. Not really that choice. Not really too pleased. Maybe that's why I'm dealing with this in a different manner. Something happened personally, again, similar to, well, go into it like that, yes. I prefer to people don't really take me seriously. I don't expect them to on one level, because this was something that even when the very first, I've told you before, the very first thing I said was, fuck, how the fuck do you live with this? I said, you just get used to it. You don't ever, this isn't something you ever get used to. It's It's not something you can walk away from. Not with the responsibility that's involved with it. People think I'm largely misunderstood. A lot of things that happened tied into my life. Died, and to be honest with you, I think they were murdered. Because they knew they were going to die. Both of them did. My father, I heard a voice telling me the day he died, he was going to die. My girlfriend was saying, and they were both fine. Her mother sent me to go find her dead. You know, I haven't talked about this stuff in my videos. I allude to like shit that happened in my life. You guys think that when I talk about hell, like,
It's a classic right here in the making. David. Yabu. Mr. Gunn, you probably missed that part about your mom in the water. Being that the government destroyed my files and all, but who believes this kind of crackpot shit anyway? Let's watch this up. Electromagnetic force bounce. Energy. I like this.
I was a poem written in blood and street. You were a gentle thunder rain from the east. You had a heart, a dozen stories tall. You had wings. I saw a savior, I saw an angel, I saw a buzz in golden yellow hues. I was lost in a world You saw what I could become if I had you when we were one. I saw a savior, I saw an angel, I saw a prize in golden yellow hues. I was lost in a world that was forgotten, that was used. I never wanted fame, I never wanted love, I never wanted happiness. I never wanted anything good or bad if I didn't have you. Sick of following. Sit down near me. I want nothing from you. I'm not here to lead. Let your mind be focused, yet without a single thought. If we sit amongst each other, it's a council of the gods. And you know that they hate us. You know they keep us locked in these cages. They wanna keep us fighting over races. You know this cause they show this if you look to the past. So you should know that this time won't last. You get sick of following. Sit down near me. Thoughts are really things, and there's more than what we see. And we work longer and harder, more often than ever. Explain to me how you think it's getting better. Cause you know that they hate us. You know they keep us locked in these cages. They wanna keep us fighting over races. You know this cause they show this if you look to the past. So you should know that this time won't last. So when that day comes, will we pick up our guns or roll over and be had like we've always done? Public schools kept me stupid and my diet kept me weak. A civilization isn't civilized without peace. Lord forgive me, I'm not helping much at all. If they come for me, I'll use their blood to paint the walls. I know better and I'm trying just to pray, but I won't leave until I'm done with what I came here to say. Used to make an angel smile, nothing on earth has excited you since. Plus if you're a king, where's your prince? We're all fighting a hard battle, mostly with ourselves. Slavery is very much alive and well. You used to make an angel smile. Nothing on earth has excited you since. Plus, if you're a king, where's your prince? The boy that stabbed you, do you remember his eyes? Do you think the day he did it, he kissed his mother goodbye? Did his family stay up waiting for him that night? I wish I could have told him we're both fighting to survive. Took a spear to the ribs, you can take one too. Remember that when they crucify you. They walk on land, you walk on water, and they know not what they do. Remember that when they crucify you. and the sea parts, and the clouds make way. It's the most horrific story that we've heard today, and it's death, death, painted on a child's face. And there's eyes, big brothers watching over me, and we, the people, gun each other down like we forgot we were equal, and I still hear the sounds.
Fermez les yeux et comptez jusqu'à 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I woke today, someone new. My eyes weren't heavy, there wasn't pain through and through. I didn't force myself to move or think of getting killed. I was content, I spent the whole day still. So while the earth still spins and the sun still sets, I found strength comes the day after rest. I found the terrible bait of the world doesn't lure me in anymore. I found the ability to walk through a locked door. All my illusions became defined, and I was of one mind, and I was everywhere, and I was not alone. I found matter moves through me, there's nothing a man can do to me, and I'm finally on my way back home.
Would I walk away from it if I could? People have told me that I need to. I think that's pretty clear. Because those self-centered people are scared. They just think that I'm nuts. A lot of people just think I'm nuts. That's pretty much what I get most of the time. I am, you know that. In fact, one thing that is absolutely uncontestable is I am batshit fucking crazy. That is true. I think that is, for that question, absolutely true. That's a defining fact. All of it. Some of the most brilliant men in history. Young, Kerouac, Hunter, Plato, Socrates, Philip Kingsley, Chad, freaking Elvis, man, for Christ's sakes. Really taking some Poe, I guess that's what I also aim to do, is show you the way that they talk to me. It's weird because when someone tells you, you go meet a secret agent in the woods, and secret agent Squirrel is going to tell you to go, down 3 paces and right to the left, or the door open, knock, and come out and put a nut in. Okay, so I sound like a nutcase right now. That's what this is like. It's like the dead tell you stuff to do, and then you go and you find it, and it's real. Number one, you find a lot of it in their writing, especially after the fact, or themes I'll be working on that week in the book. Just words, or like especially like, you look at Poe and Kerouac, who's my cousin. They were wordsmiths, and they like to play with like the genre and the theme, the color, the emotional like attachment of the words to. Poe was very gothic, and Kerouac with his neo-noir romanticism, onward and so forth. Words wasn't my point. They suck in some terms, because I wish we would use Latin more often. such a more beautiful language. But you know, how many times can you use dark in like a chapter? 2 or 3 or 8. How many different ways can you say dark? Heaven, Ichor, obsidian, oblivion. I don't know. Like, come on. One day, you know what we're going with? Insults me. You can call me just about anything. Don't call me stupid. Don't call me thesaurus, because I hate fucking thesauruses and I don't use one. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. That's just because I'm pretty shocked, stunned, and traumatized right now. Because somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought maybe this was all just still my bullshit too. Crazy as that was, trying to envision how anybody could create, deal with how this came about. What the hell is happening? What I did, what somebody did to me, or what? Who knows? A thousand things going through my head as to questions, but I'll tell you something, this room that I'm sitting in, paid for by the government. See, by the time the dog here, by the time he's got his own bed, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want these kind of dogs in such places. This isn't like a respite place or anything like that. Like they have those, they need somebody one of those. This is just mainly undisclosed secure location, like basically a truck stop. Fucking. Let me tell you something. Security, give me a break. Okay, I'm my own security. You don't want to come anywhere fucking near me, I promise you that. First man in, fucking be one dead motherfucker. Second one right behind him just as fast. You don't come within 10 feet of me, pretty much. Trust me. Don't make me fucking mitigate fucking your stupidity. Yeah, so the dog and I are here. I expect to meet them down the road here. They're usually probably a couple $100. They watch me in the cameras. And yeah, the guy yelling at me like 3 days after it. Just yelling at me. He's like, do you want me to bring the film footage of the cameras and the camera footage of me from days ago? You guys watching me just come in the door. It's really fucking weird. So, kid shows up out here today. Can't really smoke in here. Wish I could. I'm burning with you guys right now. God, I hate it. But, so, he comes to the door. And he's like, where the fuck are you? I'm like, I'm coming right there. I'll be there in like 30 seconds. He's like, dude. He's like, these people are fucking right here. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I told you that. He's like, he goes, I'm dropping this bag right here by this fucking garbage. I'll see you later. Drop it several $100. Garbage. Fucking get off. This is a military contract. It sits right there. I asked him, dude, what made you, how were you so aware of the fact that that guy is exactly who he is? He wasn't touching. I know he knew. I knew he was scared. Okay? He's a cool kid too, doing what he's doing, because he already knows. We probably thought just like everybody else, I'm full of shit. Until he saw this guy fucking. I'm like, yep, they're everywhere. I hear them all the time. Fucking should have seen him out at my mom's house. When my brother supposedly came up and struck her up that I had had. So we'll get to that part of the story. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get through tonight. It's late. I'm really tired, but to be honest with you, this is the absolute last time that I'll have fun. So, that being said, you know, guys, it's been one hell of a trip, and I miss a lot of good people. I miss a lot of good friends. I miss my life. I don't want to do this anymore. I really don't. I miss my brother Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. Maybe that's part of what this is about. They figured out that I'm not kidding. The man who told me the name of Tony. Tony, by the way, apologized. And the man who gave me Tony's name also gave me the name of Yeshua. That's all I can say. The dead man's head west. You will find him lost Vegas. There I found Jesus. Amnesia. Using our equipment. Me shaking my head going, how the hell to a friend of mine did you get that equipment out of my locker? And I mean days all for fucking bushy tailed and fucking furry like he is all the time. God, I need fuckers to fucking change him because they did. They tried to get me to turn on him and they promised me everything I ever wanted and needed. I said, I already have everything right here. Holding the chain. You know something? Can't open the window. And that's how they saw it. It had to be that truck too. It had to be him sitting right there. We said, keep that window closed. You can't open the shade.